Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple calculator that calculates the height that you're supposed to be by measuring one of your bones. So, this is C++ coding, and I'm just going to write the entire program. I'll explain a couple things while I'm doing it, and let's get started. Alright, so I've already written down the numbers that I'm going to be using. So the radius is the type of bone that you're going to have to measure, and it's definitely not equal to anything because the user is supposed to input this data. This is number 1. This is for the formula. I've noted a couple things down so I don't forget, because I usually always forget these things. 3.7 is the number, and then it tells me like this is before the radius and multiplied by the radius and everything. 1 second, sorry about that. And of course we have num2 for everything, and this is for males because there's a special formula for males and a special one for females. Okay, and then we have the gender and the start. No, I'll get to these later. So let's just get programming right now. Alright, so first thing, as we're going to be typing, is we're going to do include, and the first one is IOStream, and we are obviously going to need a second one, and I think there's like about 5 of these. We're going to include CTime. We're going to include, what else? Conio.h. I'm just like pronouncing it as if it's a word. I'm just pronouncing it. Anyways, .h. Include. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright. Include Windows.h. I'm gonna need Windows.h, and for the last one is vector. Include vector, and let me just type that out here. Okay, so after we have all of these included inside of the thing, we're going to do using namespace std and put a semicolon. I always forget to put semicolons. I have no idea why, but I just forget. So now we're going to do the main integer, the main function that we're going to be using for this entire script, and this is int main. And now we're going to put in the curly braces. Now inside of these curly braces at the bottom, we're going to have return 0. Let's return 0, and there we should have get.ch. I don't know what just happened here. Okay, whatever. I'll add that afterwards, but return 0 is all we need. Come on. Alright, so now I'm going to copy this because I just made that. I'm just going to Control X and paste it right there. Alright, so now we have all that there. All I'm going to do is, so we've defined our variables that we're going to be using. Okay, let's get started in the real part. So after we've defined everything over here, all we're going to be typing in is, we're going to print something out onto the screen. So cout, and I'm going to type, so this is going to be very brief. I'll show you the final product right now. This is just, I'll show you the final product. Let me just put this right inside the screen for you. So I just made this by myself. But this is a more complicated version, obviously. So I'll restart it once. Alright. So we got, hello there, I am your height calculator. My job is to calculate the height that you should be if you do me a favor. Please answer the 2 questions that are inside of me, and I hope you enjoy. Please input your gender. So I'm going to type in, you could type in M, or you could type in F, you could type in male, or female. So I'm going to type in male because that's what I am. And enter the measurement of your radius bone in inches. This bone is found in your forearm. Measure from your elbow to your wrist. Mine is 9.5, and enter. Your height is being calculated. Please wait. Height calculated result 65.95 inches. And that is almost how tall I am. But remember, it's always not perfect because it depends on the person. Would you like to restart this program? If I type in yes, it'll say restarting. And it says hello there. And there we go, it restarted. I'll type in some invalid information. Okay, 1 second. Oh, I typed in invalid information, enter. It's going to ask me to restart the program. And if I type in no, it'll say, hope you enjoyed this program, bye. And then, so that's it. And then it closes. So I am going to go back here, and we're going to type in cout type, sorry, I'm not in a very comfortable position. Type your gender here. And we'll break the line. \n, alright. So now, after we typed in that, we need to get user input, so we're going to type in cin, and I'm going to get for the gender, so I'm going to type in gender. This is not a comfortable position I am, that's why I'm not typing very fast or not really doing anything. You know what, let me just get into a comfortable position. A second, please. A little more comfortable like this. Let me just see if this will work. Yep, working so far. Alright, this is more comfortable. Okay, we should get going fast here. Alright, see, and so we get the input from the user as their gender. So it'll type in, they'll type in their gender, and that's all we're going to need. Now, what I want to happen is we're going to have an if statement here. So if gender equals male with a capital M, or gender equals male with a lowercase m, or gender equals M, or gender equals capital M. We want something to happen. So I'm going to copy this. Oh, whoops, mistake. I always forget this. I'm gonna Control Z for all this. Oops, Control. Okay. Gender equals, I forgot the quotation marks, male. Or, of course, gender equals male with a lowercase m, or gender equals M, capital M. Come on. Or, sorry about that, gender equals lowercase m. Oops. Lowercase m, what I want to happen is I'm going to put a curly brace, and all I want to happen is another printout onto the screen. So if they type in that they're male, let me just copy this so that I can do the female one quicker and easier. Copy, and let me just make them a female one. If paste that, and I just have to change this to male female from male to female. Okay, so for the male, I wanted to say if gender, if they type in male, then all I want to happen is I wanted to say, please input the length of your radius bone in inches, and we'll break the line. If they don't know what radius bone is, then too bad for them. Okay, now we're gonna get input from the user yet again. So if they're male, then it's gonna ask them to measure their radius bone, and then we have to get information from them. So up here we have where is it? Radius. So right here is radius, and if they're typing in the length of the radius, we're going to type in radius here. So as soon as we typed in radius, and that's all good. So after they type in their bone, we want it to say your height is being calculated. Perfect. Your height is being calculated. Please wait. ... And we're gonna make it look professional, so as if it's loading or something. Really, it would do the calculation automatically, but we need to make it look good, as if it's actually being like done properly and stuff. So we're gonna do a sleep, and I'm gonna type in for 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, so 2,500 milliseconds. So after that sleep, then we want to make another C out. Let me just change that for a second. I'm going to print out onto the screen. Okay, so after they type it in, it's going to say your height is being calculated. It says, now we want to say height calculated. You should be approximately. And now we got to get the information. So this is how it's going to happen. So approximately, we're going to put a space right there, and we're going to break out. So right in here, where we want to fill in approximately, we're going to type in right after here, we want to type in num1m. So this is num1m. So on the notes I wrote this because I always forget, and I did forget just now, so I'm going to read this. This is for before the radius and is multiplied by the radius for males. So if it's multiplied by the radius and it's for before the radius, so we're going to do num1m multiplied by radius right here, and then multiplied by radius, and then for num2m we're going to type in, oops, I forgot. This is after the radius, and it is radius plus this number. So plus num2m. As soon as we get this information right here, it should give us approximately what we need. It should give us everything that we need. Okay, so as soon as we're done that basically equates to the total. Now I'm gonna just it's gonna give us this answer basically. Let me just continue this sentence that I was saying. You are approximately, and then it's going to give us a number, what our number, how tall we were supposed to be because of this right here. I'm not good at explaining things. But anyways, let's continue. You should be approximately this many inches, so this is a number in total. And now if that's our approximate information, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's save this quickly, and let's just see what happens if I run. I probably might get an error, because, let's see what I did. Error expected up. I always forget these semicolons, oh my god. Alright, let's save that, and, before return. Error expected something before return. Oh, I typed double of those, whoops. Alright, there we go. This should work now. There shouldn't be any errors. Yep, it worked. Type your gender here. I am a male. So that works. Please input the length of your radius bone in inches. I am 9.5, and enter. Your height is being calculated. Please wait. See? It pretends that it's doing something properly. Height calculated, you should be approximately 66.85 inches. It gave us the information that we need. 66.85 inches is close to what I am. It's not exact because these calculators, it can't be exact because it depends on the person, like I said before. Okay, so height calculated, you should be approximately blah blah blah. Okay, so at the end of everything, we're gonna break the line so that we know, so that it looks more neat. All right, so we did everything. Now all I want to do is copy this entire piece of code. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go into the female version of this. Paste the code right there. Boom. Just like that. And I got to change this to female with a capital and female without a capital. F with capital and F with lowercase letters. As soon as I'm done this, please input the length of your radius bone in inches. Everything's proper. Your height is being calculated. Okay, good. Okay, so now we need it for females, so I'm just going to change this last M to F because that's numbers right here. Num1 F. Oops. Num2 F. And now if I just save that and compile and run this, it should work. Alright, type your gender here. I'm going to type in female. Female with a lowercase. Please input the length. I'll do 23, which is... Actually, no, I'm going to do 786, as if that's how big my the length of my arm is. Oh my god. I would be 3,094.3 inches. That's like crazy. And so everything works. All I want to do now is continue with the process. So let's get started. Okay. So we have the basic calculator, and now okay, what should I have here? I want to add something. Let's compile and run this. Let's just take a look at it. Oh, I got it. Alright, let's figure out what to add. So, alright, here's the end of our piece of code. So let me just erase that line right there. Alright, so now let's continue over here. And all we're going to do is we're going to make another if statement. And let's see, what should we have here? If, actually, we're not going to have an if statement right now. We're going to have a cout. And basically all we want it to say is, this is just like my old one, would you like to start this program over? And question mark. And of course, I'm going to break the line and close it off with a semicolon. That's information. Now we're going to type in cin for input from the user. Cin, now we need to know start or no. That's our information. Start or no, that basically is going to tell us if we want it to restart or not. So start or no. But instead of having this right away as soon as it calculates the height, we're going to have a break. So I'm going to do sleep. This is a command to pause the script for the milliseconds. I want it to pause for 3.5 seconds, so that's 3,500 milliseconds, and there we go. So now it's gonna tell us our height, and after it tells us our height, yeah, it's just gonna pause for 3.5 seconds, and then it's gonna ask us if we want to repeat the process. So start or no, and that's the input, and we're gonna do another if statement here. If start or, oops, I have this copied, I don't want to mess up. Start or no equals yes, or start or no equals yes, oops, yes with a lowercase. Yeah, that's all we want to happen. Okay, so if that happens, all we want to do is sleep. No, we're going to do a cout, just to make it look professional. We're gonna type out onto the screen. Let's see. Start or no? Yes. What should we say? We want to say, okay. Restarting. Dot. And so this is basically restarting, and now we're gonna do another sleep command, and we're gonna make the sleep for 2.5 seconds, which is 2500 milliseconds. Excuse me, I'm not very good at explaining things, or I stutter a lot when I'm doing stuff, and I try to talk and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, sleep 2500. So now it's going to say, basically, it's going to ask us if we want to start the program over. And if we say yes with a capital or a lowercase, if we just say yes, it will say restarting, and it'll pause for 2.5 seconds, make it look as if it's doing something so big. And then we want it to restart the process. So we're going to go down here, and we want it to go up here. We're going to start from right back at the beginning. So I'm going to make a big line over here. So anyways, let's go back down there. So we're going to get back to that code of it starting at the beginning later. I'm just going to make another one of these things if the if statement. Let's just paste that. Alright, if starter no equals no, or with the lowercase, then all we want to do is make it say thank you for using height calculator by John Reckmash. It's not my real name, I'm just making that up, and by John Reckmash. Easy enough, and let's break that line right there. Oh, we're gonna also break another line right there. Oh, we'll do like 3 or 4 breaks, just so that it starts over and you know exactly where to go. Actually, we'll do 5 breaks, but in the first one we're gonna do a bunch of these. So it's like, it says restarting right here, and then underneath it there's a big line, and then it shows the new start of the program. So let's see, what else should we do? Sleep 2500. Yeah, so thank you for using Height Calculator by John Reckmash. And then we're going to basically just say, we're going to break the line. We're going to say, press any key 2 times to terminate this program. Simple, easy. So you just press 2 times, and we don't need this sleep anymore. We just needed to say that, and we are pretty much finished. We're not 100% finished yet. I still want to add a little bit more piece of code, and then we're gonna be completely finished.